This week, Nightblog is brought to you by Tide Pods. Now with the new flavor, extra poisonous. Tide Pods. Thinning the population one idiot at a time.
Greetings, fellow stargazers. It's a supermoon.
It
so
is.
if you're stargazing,
Actually, I think is it waning now?
waning.
I think we're
You're a
officially-
waning.
I'm a whiner.
Ha! I like wanings. What is it? I'm kind of secure. I'm secure enough.
You're secure enough.
I'm secure enough in my sexuality. Welcome back to Nightblog. We've been gone.
It's been months.
It's like we were detained overseas, and we
Maybe.
finally came back. Maybe.
Not at liberty to discuss. Nor do I want to discuss what happened to me in that Turkish prison.
With liberty and justice, hopefully.
Or for all.
For all.
Everyone.
We are fathers.
Mm-hmm.
We have very busy lives.
Yes.
As you all do. I think it's just Tyler, right?
I think Tyler from Tennessee, if he still watches.
Let's hope we're gonna have to
we're gonna have to Twitter him.
Yeah.
Tweet him. The Twits.
Twitter him.
I like that book, The Twits. One of my favorite Roald Dahl books.
Oh, okay.
But I'm
tweet him.
I am social media inept, man.
Oh, that's right. I think together we could be like a single social media normal person.
Probably.
But I don't think we could ever be like a social media powerhouse.
No.
That's just not in our DNA.
No.
There are times where I'm like, this is I don't have anything funny on my person.
No.
Nor in here or on any part of me to post anything right now.
Some days I just look up thinking, why do I even look at you?
Yeah. It's like
and that's actually the mirror I'm looking at. That's the most depressing, self-deprecating thing I think I've ever said.
So I call my mom and I'm like,
Mom,
you did wrong. They call my mom and it's like, I know for a fact that abortion was fine when you were pregnant with me. And you made a mistake.
Ouch.
Here I am.
Man.
Your mistake.
That got really dark. Welcome back, everybody.
I mean, we did just talk about calling the population with Tide Pods, so is it much worse?
Well, I'm not calling to do that. I'm just saying...
No, a calling. C-U-L-L-I-N-G.
I'm not calling for the culling. I'm just saying it's happening.
I'm calling the Cullens, because I've been talking about Twilight a lot, and that reminded me... Why? Because it was a family thing. I read... Okay, never mind. So, listen... Step back. I'm secure enough, right?
Okay.
I love the Twilight books. I think... New Moon.
Yeah.
I love the Twilight books. I read them from back to front, very quickly. And my sisters had just read them. I had very, very serious opinions about Team Edward. Strong. And I remember at the time, it was this huge craze, and we were all really into it and everything. And I realized this last year, as we're going to talk about, I didn't get to see a ton of movies. I didn't get to participate in all of the go out there and do the type of social interaction type of things that happen. Except for Star Wars, I guess kind of. I was there, I went to the premiere and everything. But I realized, I have a lot of favorite things still. I just have to wait until they come to my home for me to enjoy them. Thor. I'm really excited to see Thor.
Oh, I wanted to see it in theaters so bad.
But I didn't get to go see it in theaters.
I wanted to see that in theaters. I haven't seen it yet. But I just saw, some of the shots on the trailer. I'm thinking, my wife doesn't want to see that. So I'm just not going to see it in theaters.
So the only thing that I had, similar to Twilight, was Thor. And it was my whole family was in on it, and so my mom came back, in town, and we were like, we're gonna go see Thor together. I was so excited, and we look, and it was showing in one theater an hour away. It had only been I don't know, a month, but for a Marvel movie.
Well, a month, because that's holiday month.
I know it was prime time to keep the shuffle going.
And it's Disney, and they were getting ready for Star Wars to come out, and,
right? And because of that, I had to choose. I need a babysitter either for Thor or for Star Wars,
Hands down, it's gonna be Star Wars.
It was gonna be Star Wars, And whether or not I made the right call is up to the eye of the beholder. Yeah, but okay. So what I want to talk about.
Well, we want to talk about.
No, just me.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay. Tide Pods are in the fridge.
Oh, I like them chilled too.
Yes, me too. Oh goodness, good. I want to talk about our favorite movies of 2017. Usually we do this top 10 10 each almost list.
We're pretty much going to say this is what we saw and liked.
Exactly. Like, I don't have enough to say I didn't like them because it wouldn't be a list.
Here are my favorite trailers.
That would actually, I'd have a really good trailer list.
I've
seen great trailers.
list.
So, we're just going to talk about the movies we saw as fathers in theaters and why we like them. And I guess we can say which one was our favorite.
And
I have a favorite.
I have a favorite too.
Okay, good.
And like mine is a new father. So like I knew when my daughter was born in April, I'm like, I'm not seeing a movie in theaters for months.
Yeah.
But actually we did. There was one night, my wife and I had my parents' baby, so it was like the first time we're away from our girl. It's like she's a month old, if that.
Yeah.
She's still like just that weird yellow poop phase.
Oh yeah.
And just doesn't do anything, but you don't like new father. I don't want to leave you. You're so cute. But we just needed a break that night. We wanted to go see Guardians. We both wanted to see it. And we drop her off with my parents, and we get out. And I'm like, do you just want to like actually be together and talk? Because we haven't actually spoken to each other in 6 weeks.
It's funny because you're right. When you do address each other, it's because something is happening with the organism.
She's doing something. That's like the first 6 weeks of parenthood. It's like she's doing something.
You're the equivalent of like calling out plays during a 2-minute drill.
And now it's like she's doing something. Now I just wait for when she does something new. It's like she's eating a Tide Pod. We don't even have Tide Pods. I don't know how she got that.
It's the new great. It's delicious.
I am titling this Tide Pod. Not even anything about.
It's a great idea.
But like, so we got there. I'm like, I really want to see Guardians. But I also really want a milkshake. Do you just want to go to Red Robin and get a milkshake?
And did you?
That's what we did. We walked around the outdoor mall for a little bit.
Yeah.
This was time well spent. I didn't want to. We sit in a dark room trying to get her to sleep all day. I didn't want to sit in a dark room and watch a movie.
Right, and try not to sleep.
Yeah. So.
Okay, I totally get that.
But we did finally watch it when it came out in video.
Okay.
And I really liked it.
Me too. That was one I saw in theaters, and actually, I'd go as far to say that was probably my favorite of the year.
Really?
It's between that and Wonder Woman for me.
Okay.
And I didn't see many more than that, but I did see, as far as like the superhero movies go, I saw Wonder Woman and I saw Guardians of the Galaxy.
Did you see Justice League?
Oh, I did see. You're right. I saw Justice League.
I would be surprised if you didn't see Justice League.
Yeah, no, I'm a huge DC guy. I love seeing DC movies in the theaters. I can't say I loved Justice League the same way I will hands down. I'll talk to you up and down about. I loved Batman vs Superman. I loved it, and I'd go back and watch it anytime. And I'm also on the team. Release the Snyder Cut. We know you got it. You can't keep hiding it from us, you bunch of weed knights. We know Snyder's Cut's sitting somewhere. So just give it to us. I mean, I'll buy the Blu-ray.
Well,
I'll buy... What?
I'm just going to say, he was probably brought on... There probably is a cut, but I don't think it's a final cut that Snyder approved.
I know.
I don't think it's a final cut.
Even he said at some point, like, guys, there is no my version of this finished film. But... Then he kind of went silent for a while because, everything that happened, totally understandable. But when they started pushing for, like, his, they did what's that site called? Like, is it change.org? That people just do rent a petition for?
Yeah.
And he retweeted it or something, but he didn't say anything. He just retweeted the release the Snyder Cut thing. So that makes me think there's something out there. And there's been, like, a stuntman and other people like that have been like, oh, we know that there's a version of it out there, but it's like, you weren't on the cutting room, you don't know.
Yeah.
But... There's enough evidence pointing to the fact that there is a version of the movie
that could be finished to be released.
Correct. And I just want to see at least like the parts of it that they did finish, because there are things in like the Comic-Con trailer that don't even exist in the movie or the trailers after that.
Yeah.
That they probably had at least scenes maybe done. Even little ones.
I didn't get to see it. That's one I wanted to see, not because I really wanted to see it. I was more curious to see how well it was going to go. Just because
it was very Marvel.
I can see that because they brought in Joss Whedon to
exactly.
finish it.
Yeah.
Which may not fit for that. Like, I don't want them to do Marvel.
No, that's why I go see DC movies, is I need the counteract to
I
my
also
Marvel movies.
Don't want them to keep doing what they've been doing with Batman vs. Superman, Suicide Squad. Like, there's good things in there. I like Batman vs. Superman. It's a hilly ride. I haven't seen the extended cut. I'm sure that's better than the original cut. But I'm like, it's okay. It doesn't deserve the criticism it got. I will say that. There you go, coming back. Doesn't deserve the credit, but like I get why people don't like this. The same thing with Suicide Squad.
I get it too.
Suicide Squad. I'm thinking there is a golden nugget in there, and I don't think they got it.
You know, Suicide Squad, I keep falling back on, like, the more I watch it, just happenstance.
Yeah.
Like, my wife was watching it a couple weeks ago, and I sat down and was like, I don't dislike watching this. But as you're watching it, you're like, well, that's kind of stupid. You're like, well, that's kind of dumb. And then as it goes, like, it gets more and more entertaining.
Yeah.
But it never hits that point of being, like, a really good movie,
Yeah.
you know?
And I think my issue is, like, there's a world-ending event here. I mean, this is a world-ending event. Why isn't Superman showing up?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Why isn't Wonder Woman showing up? Why is it only these villains? Like, but
Isn't that always the case, though?
It's one of the things I'm like, maybe superhero movies, not everyone needs to be a world-ending event.
Right.
Because then you don't have to explain, well, why are the villains going after it rather than, like, Superman showing, like, I'm here to take care of this for you idiots.
Well, and, you know, you look at something like Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is, like, they spent this time gathering this super squad, you know, but then they're the ones using that same super squad that caused the world-ending event to call on the super squad they just created to come back and help. Because Amanda Waller is the one that, like, is antagonizing her the whole time and then just goes crazy. It's like, okay, she's going to take over the world. It's like, hey, I got to call in that team I just made to take care of the thing I just did. And then, I don't know, to me, the whole movie just kind of folded on itself.
Yeah.
But as far as DC movies go, I still want that world almost more than I want the Marvel world. But that's because I love Batman, I love Superman, I love that universe.
Yeah.
So Justice League kind of moving more towards the kind of silly, lighthearted, like joke shooter side. I don't know. Sometimes
they
it
need
worked
to meet in the middle somewhere.
somewhere. But if you had sat with me, we could have both held signs like you're at a silent auction that said Whedon and said Snyder, and we could have
gotten it. 100%
we could have been 100%
correct.
like when things were happening.
Yeah.
But taking out the fact that Superman looked borderline Tide Pod induced with the digitally removed mustachio.
I saw the image of that. It just looks creepy.
It's creepy.
He
And
looks like a pedophile.
with that, because he's just like,
yeah.
I met your dad. You know, he's just.
I got some candy, little boy.
I'm Superman. I believe you. Taking that out of it, like, it was pretty good.
Okay.
But I'd still say the Guardians is my favorite.
My favorite, actually, it's probably a tie. Because one was unexpected. Because when I first saw the trailer, I had no desire to see this movie.
I know what you're gonna say.
Yes. Right? I don't like horror
So
movies.
good!
I don't like horror movies. But then, as it came out, we were in the middle, we had to hire a dog trainer for our dogs so that way we could, like, get a little bit more control over them. And now when we do, at times, if we have, like, it's not a shot collar, it was just a little collar to, like, I'm like, hey, pay attention to me, buddy. Then he'll listen. It doesn't shock him. It's like, hey. And so,
it's like making that one muscle really strong.
He just gets he hulks out on us finally. No, but so like our dog trainer's like, I saw it last night, man, it's so good. And I just kept hearing how good it was. And I went back and rewatched the trailer. I'm thinking, I kind of really want to see this. And so like our first date night since our daughter was born, besides like the one we tried to do in the summer, like this is like 4 or 5 months later.
The milkshake walk.
Yeah, after the milkshake walk, I'm like, Hope, I really want to see it. Because she actually loves the original TV movie.
Yeah.
Like, she loves that movie. I really want to see the new one. I really want to see it. I don't know why. I really want to see it. So we went and saw it. I was like, that was good. I don't know if I liked it. Like, she like can acknowledge it was good, but she doesn't know how much she enjoyed it. I'm like, I loved it.
It was creepy.
I loved it. I don't like to be scared. It's not something I seek out.
Yeah.
But like, how it portrayed childhood and the themes of beyond that, and like, about conquering your fears and coming together, and like, that bonding experience that this group of kids have, and like they're all underdogs that learn to like succeed in spite of that. I'm like, this is so well done. Like, the point of the movie isn't a killer clown.
No.
The point of the movie is about kids who grow up.
Right.
And it's about facing childhood fears, and I could just see like, and I found myself laughing at times at Pennywise, and I'm like, oh, that's perfect. Like, he's goofy at times in a creepy way. I found myself laughing, thinking he's a perversion of childhood.
Yeah,
that's what he's trying to do. I'm like, I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Isn't it crazy how like that movie? Like, one, it is terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Two, that scene with Georgie in the beginning as a child around that age.
Yeah.
That messed me up.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
that's how old your son is.
that messed me up.
Oh.
Did you see the alternate cut they released?
No.
That was a joke.
No.
So they put so I'll keep talking. It was weird how it was kind of like adventurous, you know, like you had this feeling of Stranger Things, Goonies, you know. Well, obviously it was terrifying, and they were this close to dying the entire time.
Yeah.
It was kind of almost like cutesy in the way that they were going around having this adventure together and growing together and going through adolescence together. And there was here I'll show you. It was the beginning where, you know, Georgie goes, which spoilers I guess. It's when he goes to the sewer to get his boat back. I'm gonna do it. I think it was just, and I think all it is. And he just gets it, and he just walks away.
That's hilarious.
If that had been in the movie, that would be the end of the movie.
Yeah.
But you know, that would be a lot easier on me. But there were a couple times in there where when they're in the library, and he goes, "Good right, boy," and it made me like, huh.
Yeah.
Like I don't jump. It's hard to make me startle. Like in video games, in haunted houses, like I'm not easily startled.
The part
that
when
got me.
When Bev is taken in the bathroom towards the end, and the camera pans and there's Pennywise right there, and the woman next to me, my wife is on one side, then it was a packed theater, so there's another woman and her husband. Her jump made me jump. Actually.
Oh yes, yeah.
She shrieked. So I don't know what scared me more, was the jump scare in the movie or the woman reacting to the jump scare.
It was the jump scare.
It was a jump scare next to me.
Yeah.
But I love that movie, and my other favorite movie, because the movies I got to see this summer, Wonder Woman, I enjoyed it. It's my favorite Marvel, not Marvel, DC.
DC, your
so
favorite
far.
DC, very good. It was very good.
I mean, it was a little, not disappointing, but I didn't have the reaction that everyone felt, because by the time I saw it, it was like, oh, it's so good, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's my favorite one so far.
It got amped up a lot for you.
Yeah. Wonder Woman, Guardians, and it obviously.
Yeah.
We saw Greatest Showman, which I really liked.
Oh, okay.
Huge
jacked man.
Yes. For the next week after seeing the movie, I had that soundtrack in my car.
That's what everybody keeps saying. I'm going to have to see that.
It's very catchy.
I love musicals, too.
And the music, my wife really loved it. I came away, there's something that happened at the beginning that put me in critic mode.
Ooh.
The kid singing in the beginning isn't the kid on screen, and you could tell. You could tell they edited around it.
I would definitely see and hear that.
Boom! It took me out.
Yeah.
And for the rest of the movie, I'm like, they could have done this better, done this better, done this better. I could start seeing where they edited around some mistakes.
Yeah.
And takes. But anyway, my favorite movie, and I admit, part of it is just because I'm a huge fan and a fan for life. The Last Jedi. I loved it. I understand every complaint. Every complaint I believe is legitimate, but also I don't care.
No, that's fine.
I loved it.
And you know what? I would never take that away from you.
Yeah.
I would never say to you, it was a bad movie.
Yeah.
I do not feel that way.
No.
I loved my experience with it. Continue.
And I will admit, I don't call myself a Star Wars fan. I call myself a Star Wars whore, because I will still sit down and watch Episode 1. Now, you don't subject yourself to that kind of torture unless you're a junkie. So...
Yeah, but at least you're not a psychopath because you're aware of your problems and tendencies.
I'm aware of my problems. I remember telling somebody that,
sociopath.
you're a Star Wars fan? No, I'm a Star Wars whore, because I can acknowledge your prequels are bad, but if it goes in theaters, I'm seeing it again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I would too. I did.
I did.
When it went 3D?
Well, I sat there like this through most of the movie. And then when I got to the lightsaber fight, oh, finally the good part.
Yeah.
But also the 3D conversion was just bad conversion.
It was very bad.
It was a terrible conversion.
I still paid, $13.50 for it?
My birthday.
Ooh, buddy.
Like, oh man, this is sad. I was looking forward to episode 2 and 3 coming out, because I actually shot those in 3D.
Yeah.
But theaters weren't equipped yet.
And they never did.
They never released it in 3D. But,
I think that's a good favorite movie.
Yes.
I'm okay with
that. To me, that's the movie event I look forward to each year now, is Star Wars.
Whatever the Star Wars is.
Whatever the Star Wars is. And that
Solo!
It lived up to it for me, but I can acknowledge, there was one point my wife leaned over to me during the casino sequence and just said, what's the point of this? And just gave me that look. And I went, I have no idea. I just acknowledged, this is dumb. And even in that moment, I was like, yeah, this is dumb.
Yeah.
Could be so much better. And I look at it and the complaints, I think every complaint except the Luke Skywalker complaint is valid.
Okay.
And the reason I think Luke Skywalker complaint isn't valid, at least against Rian Johnson, is because what other narrative choice do you have to take Luke in that way for Last Jedi based off of what Lawrence Kasdan and J.J. Abrams set up in The Force Awakens? I mean, he hid himself away after his failure and disbanded the Jedi Order. You can't have him be like, finally you found me and we can begin anew.
But I've been talking to. This is a whole other episode.
Yeah.
I won't go down that road. I'll just say, Star Wars Battlefront 2 and The Last Jedi came out near each other.
Yeah.
And I can't say that either of them is what I wanted.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
Battlefront 2 especially.
It was just disappointing to be like at least borderline disappointed twice by Star Wars within like a month of each other. That was difficult.
Yeah.
But if we as humans were able to just like see something and never have retrospect on it, I would have loved that movie.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't until we were outside talking about it that I started being like, oh, yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Because during your time, you're just euphoric.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that alone, you know, you're just taking it all in as a Star Wars person.
Yeah.
You know, you're connecting dots all over the place, you know? It's just, you know, whatever.
Yeah. And we could do a whole episode about what I would fix. We'll save that for when it comes out in video.
That's a good idea.
In April.
Yeah.
It comes out in video in April.
I'm sure there'll
March. March, actually.
It is March.
Comes out in
and
March.
That's when hopefully we'll see
Solo.
Solo.
I'm hoping to get the Solo teaser sooner.
Oscars?
That would make sense.
Oscars, yeah.
Or maybe we might see it Sunday.
Well, Super Bowl.
Oh, it's got to be Sunday. We've got to get a teaser Sunday.
Ooh, teasies.
Did you see the Lego sets leaked?
No.
Lego sets have leaked. The Millennium Falcon looks different.
Lego set the new. Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah.
The new Lego set.
It's called Kessel Run Millennium Falcon. Like, right? Was that the way the Millennium Falcon looked before Han got it and he modified it, or did he put that modification on specifically for that Kessel Run? Which is not so much a spoiler because we know, like, what else is a Solo movie going to have in it?
Yeah, there's not a ton.
Of course, it's going to have the Kessel Run in it.
It's going to be Fast and Furious Millennium Falcon edition.
That's going to be cool.
That would be cool.
Anyway,
so I'm going to say Guardians, my favorite. Last Jedi.
Star Wars, and guess what? This year, it's probably going to be Solo.
Yeah, well.
Though I'm actually trepidatious about Solo.
Why?
Just because I feel like that's a good thing to be.
I agree.
Because
it's better to stop being like
I was trepidatious
unforgivingly
about
excited.
Rogue One until I saw a teaser. I'm like, sold.
Yeah, right.
Like, sold. I'm trepidatious about Solo mainly because I'm thinking Aldrin. I feel so bad for Aldrin Emmerich.
Yeah.
Is that his name? Aldrin Emmerich. The guy playing young Solo.
I think that's his name,
He's
right?
got an uphill battle to fight.
Yes, he does.
I don't envy him.
But I already forgive him. Like, I understand, like, there's no Harrison Ford replacement.
No. And it's like, my problem is, like, young Harrison Ford is 1977 New Hope Harrison Ford.
I know. He already exists in the Star Wars universe.
He exists 40 years ago.
Yeah. And he was beautiful.
Yes.
And he was great.
Though, right as soon as I saw Donald Glover as cast as Lando, and I saw him with just a mustache, I'm like, he's it.
Yeah.
He's got it.
I love that dude.
I believe him.
That dude's amazing. Sign us out. We gotta get out of here.
Yeah, we gotta go.
What are you guys still doing here?
So what are your favorite movies from last year? What are you looking forward to this year? Comment below. Like
DC
the video.
For life.
As what some other YouTubers with the last name Paul say, smash that subscribe button.
Aw,
smash it!
Man.
And then eat it.
Now we did... You did both! Taboo! Taboo!